Well, a Merry Christmas to all of you. From all of us at ABC Sports, wherever you are, we hope your holiday has been everything that you hoped for. The Atlanta Hawks playing in the NBA Central Division here at Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Phoenix, Arizona, against the Phoenix Suns. The Suns working in the NBA Central Division. These two teams have played twice this year, and Phoenix has won both of them. Pete Maravich of the Atlanta Hawks out on the court as the Hawks warm up for the game this afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Keith Jackson, along with Jack Twyman. And this ball game, Jack, I think probably provides more interest from a standpoint of matchups. We look at Connie Hawkins right there. And we have big men, we have swift men, and most importantly, we have plenty of muscle for this ball game this afternoon.
That's right, Keith. As we look at Connie Hawkins and Pete Maravich there, the important matchup, I think, of the game is going to be Connie Hawkins guarding Lou Hudson. The Phoenix Suns and Connie Hawkins feel that if they can hold Lou Hudson, they have a chance at this ball game. In the backcourt, as you see the starting lineups, Pete Maravich will be guarded by Clem Haskins. However, Pete will guard Dick Van Arsdale, and Walt Hazard will guard Haskins. Walter Bellamy and Neil Walk going against one another. Bill Bridges and Paul Silas, two rebounding specialists going against one another. And as I mentioned, the matchup of the game, Lou Hudson being guarded by Connie Hawkins and guarding Connie Hawkins.
The Atlanta Hawks 12-23 on the season, coached by Richie Guerin. The Phoenix Suns 20-17 on the year, coached by Cotton Fitzsimmons. The officials for this afternoon's ball game are Mindy Rudolph and Manny Sokol. And on Christmas Day from Phoenix, Arizona, we're ready to play basketball in the National Basketball Association.
As we look at the Phoenix Suns, they have lost 6 of their last 8 ball games, so they're kind of talking to themselves, and they feel that they need a big game in order to get back in the winning tradition. Their defense has been responsible for their slide in the past 8 ball games, so they're going to be paying particular attention to their defensive game here this afternoon.
The Atlanta Hawks are winding up a 3-game road trip, having beaten Los Angeles in L.A., losing in San Diego, Phoenix last game, losing in overtime to Philadelphia. Connie Hawkins steps into the center circle, wearing number 42 in white. You'll see some of the great moves in basketball as he goes to work today. He's in against Big Bell, Walt Bellamy, and Hawkins has the tip to Haskins, and the Suns in white go to work. Neil Walk misses, and Bellamy rebounds, clears ahead to Maravich. He goes home free. Maravich on the layup, and the Hawks break in front 2-0.
Richie Guerin does not think he can rebound with the Phoenix Suns, so he wants to get that ball out, as we just saw, and run and beat them down the floor.
Inside it goes to Hawkins to Dick Van Arsdale. It is blocked by Walter Bellamy. Cleared out to Maravich, and the Hawks in blue on the move. Bellamy missed it. Whistle stops the action. Manny Sokol made the call. Foul is on Hawkins, his first, and that's the first foul of the ball game. It's Hawkins, Van Arsdale, Haskins, Silas, and Walk for Phoenix. Walter Bellamy goes to the line. The backcourt men for Atlanta. Number 42 is Walter Hazard. 44 is Maravich, Bill Bridges, and Lou Hudson. Bellamy on the line for 2. Atlanta jumping in front 2-0. And Bell misses the first one. He's 6'11", the veteran, averaging just under 14 points a game out of Indiana. He missed a pair, and Maravich goes to the corner for the rebound. That's Hazard, and it's intercepted. Great play by Van Arsdale. Connie Hawkins in front. Dick Van Arsdale, the only remaining original Phoenix Sun. It's their 3rd year. Walk looking for some help. Has Haskins. Rebound for Silas.
And you notice Phoenix slowing it up. They have the height advantage with Hawkins at 6'8", guarding Lou Hudson at 6'5", so they want to take advantage of it.
Scores tied at 2-2. 3 seconds called against the Hawks. There's a turnover to Phoenix. Haskins and Van Arsdale on the front line. It's Silas, Walk, and Hawkins. Walk being checked by Bellamy, and Haskins is wide open. (4-2), the Suns lead. Pistol beat for the ball, being checked out in front by Haskins. Walk on Bellamy. Lou Hudson. A 14-footer from the left baseline. It is 4-4. Van Arsdale works all the way inside. Has it come off the back iron? Loose ball foul called against Bridges, Atlanta.
A loose ball foul, Keith, we should say again, is a foul where there's no possession. So in a foul like this, the team that is fouled gets the ball out of bounds, and the foul shot is not taken.
That's Haskins missing the 17-footer. Connie Hawkins. It's checked away by Bellamy, but Phoenix rebounding. Silas, he missed it, and Bellamy finally clears for the Hawks. Hudson open. Hazard couldn't get him. Now he does. Hudson over Silas. Rebound Hawkins. Whistle.
42.
Connie pushing underneath. That's two personals on the Hawks. Atlanta takes it out. Lou Hudson. Hawks got three. Connie Hawkins with three. Quick personal foul. Wow.
And you notice what Richie Guerin did. He isolated Hudson on the side. Hawkins with two fouls, trying to draw that third foul, and it was successful. So Connie Hawkins in deep trouble now with three personals.
9:45 to go, first quarter. Lou Hudson with 2 points, averaging 28.3 per game on the season, has 3 points in this game. Van Arsdale, Silas. Neil Walk. Walk missed it. That's Hudson. Neil Walk. Haskins. Walt Hazard with him. And Walt will get the foul.
And you notice Lou Hudson did not even stay in there on the rebounds. For all intents and purposes, the Atlanta Hawks have two rebounders, Bill Bridges and Walter Bellamy, and Hudson is releasing so they can have the fast break going with Hudson going down the floor.
Haskins off the back iron. He has 2 points on his field goal.
Well, you take a shooter, Walt.
5-5 the ball game. With 9:10 to go, first quarter. Maravich and Haskins.
Right hand.
Haskins getting his first personal. Maravich on the line with 2. 2 points. Now 3. Silas. Haskins on the baseline. Ball is knocked away by Walt Hazard. Lou Hudson from 20. Off Bill Bridges, out of bounds. Phoenix ball. Phoenix 2 out of 8 from the field so far. Inside, blocked by Bridges on Haskins' shot. Hudson couldn't control it. Hazard picked it up. Lou from the baseline. Again, they can't buy one. That's Bellamy, muscle time, and he loses the battle. Phoenix clears. Connie Hawkins, 17-footer. Everybody's cold. Hudson down hard. Shot cleared by Van Arsdale is good.
The Hawk strategy is working. They're getting that fast break, and Hudson is sneaking down ahead of, as we see Lou Hudson there putting a shoe back on. He ran right out of his shoe. But they're not able to capitalize on the fast break. They've been missing their shots.
7-6. The Suns lead Atlanta coming with Maravich in control. Now Hudson's got his shoe back on and is down to help. Inside and stolen away by Silas. Third turnover. Silas finally got the soft little layup to drop through. And Phoenix by 3.
see a defensive change on the part of the Suns there. In order to conserve Connie Hawkins, they've switched him over to Bill Bridges. Bridges, not a real good offensive threat, but goes to the board.
Bad pass, out of bounds. Atlanta gets the ball. The Hawks are 2 out of 7 from the field with 4 turnovers here in the first quarter. And we have 7:09 to play, and time is called by Atlanta. And we've got a timeout at Veterans Memorial Coliseum here in Phoenix, Arizona, with our score, Phoenix 9, Atlanta 6. Well, it's quite a sports day on ABC. Immediately following our NBA game here in Phoenix, we'll switch live to the Orange Bowl in Miami, Florida, for the annual Christmas Day Football Classic, the North-South Shrine Game, featuring many of the year's top collegiate football players, and it'll come right after our basketball game out of Phoenix. Pete Maravich coming to the attack for the Atlanta Hawks. Clem Haskins on him. Here's Walt Hazard, off a pick set by Hudson. Here's Hudson from outside. Lou's got another one. 5 points for Lou Hudson, the leading scorer for Atlanta. A 9-8 ball game. The Suns by 1, and Haskins is short with his shot. Bellamy clears. Here goes Maravich. Maravich now with 5 points. Atlanta by 1, 10-9. Walk over his head. Has it rolling? Good.
The Suns have not been adjusting, Keith, to defense, and as a result, we've seen Hudson and Maravich a number of times sneak down. So they're going to have to be more aware of getting back on the defense to stop that break.
Hazard to Pete. That's Bill Bridges. He had his layup and missed it. Ball is stolen by Bridges. Lou Hudson inside to Bellamy. Bellamy working against Silas. Gets his bucket and he's fouled. First personal on Silas.
There's Hudson with the ball in the corner there. Bellamy, number 8, moving in. Hudson going up, faking the shot, getting it into Bellamy, and Bellamy fouled by Silas, number 29. Heads-up play by Lou Hudson.
(13 to 11) Atlanta. Bellamy now, 3 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists in the ball game.
I got it.
Bellamy the rebound. Doing a good job on that defensive board. Hudson against Connie Hawkins. Over Walk. Missed it and rebounds his own shot. This time Walk slapped it away. Hudson still battling. How's that for effort?
Great effort by Lou Hudson. You notice Connie Hawkins did not even put up his hand. He does not want to get that 4th foul.
Neil Walk to Ben Arsdale. Dick beats Pete Maravich and gets his basket. 4 points for Ben Arsdale. 15-13 Atlanta. Hazard driving. Walter with his first bucket.
Keith, with this foul problem, the Phoenix Suns are perplexed because Silas, in order to relieve Hawkins, is now guarding Hudson. So he's the rebounder on the team, and Hudson is sneaking down, and they're getting confused in their defensive assignments. And that's why Hudson's getting loose.
That's Haskins. So after a very cold start, both teams now starting to score at the expected rate, and we do expect a lot of scoring in this one. Atlanta by 2. Charging, Walter Hazard. That's Hazard's second personal foul. Connie Hawkins. Against Hudson, that's Walk inside. Ball is checked away, but look what I found for Walk and 2 points. Scores tied, 17-17, Walk with 4. Great defensive play by Haskins. He knocked it loose and scored. A super play by Haskins. Here's Hudson. Hawkins got it outside the cylinder. Slapped it away. It's Walk. Got 10,000 plus, and they love it. As Phoenix comes back to lead by 4. 3:50 to go, first quarter. Walk on Bellamy. goes to Phoenix backcourt on the offensive foul. Bellamy's first. Haskins over Maravich. 9 points for Clem Haskins. 6-point lead for Phoenix. Hawkins now checking inside, working against Bridges. Here's Bellamy wide open. Bell has 5 points.
Keith, it's interesting to watch Van Arsdale with the ball here and Clem Haskins work Maravich. They're running him into double and triple picks and shaking loose that guard for the easy shot, as we've seen Van Arsdale and Haskins get.
Bill Bridges to Maravich. Give him that much room and he'll burn you. He has 7 points.
Here's Maravich with the ball. Watch the body control that he has. He hangs in the air almost, making a move on Haskins, going up, double clutching, holding on to the ball. Great body control in the air. Nice move by Pete Maravich.
We have a timeout at Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Phoenix, Arizona. And the Phoenix Suns lead the Atlanta Hawks by 2, 23-21. Mel Counts in the ball game now for the Phoenix Suns. Replacing Neil Walk. Mel, a better shooter, but not as prominent in the rebound department, perhaps, as Walk. We'll see what happens as Phoenix comes to the attack. He's being checked by Walt Bellamy. Dick Van Arsdale remains in, along with Silas Haskins. And, of course, Connie Hawkins. And Hawkins, checked by Hudson, misses badly. And Mel Counts loses the rebound.
What Counts does for the Suns is bring Bellamy outside. You have to respect Counts' outside shooting ability. So when he goes out, Bellamy has to follow, and it opens it up inside for Connie Hawkins.
Atlanta's lineup remains the same. Bill Bridges against Connie Hawkins. Hawk has 3 fouls, remember, picked up early in the ball game. Lou Hudson's outside and free and hits.
You know, all Hudson is doing is moving without the ball. He's constantly moving. Reminds me a lot of Cliff Hagan when he played for these same Hawks. A sign of a good pro is his movement without the ball, and that's why Hudson is getting open so much.
Score is tied at 23 apiece. And Mendy Rudolph stops it. Well, Lou Hudson, the personal foul, and that's the 6th team foul, or 5th team foul for the Atlanta Hawks, and the first personal on Lou Hudson. Now it's the 4th team foul, according to the official score. I wonder about that. Here comes Pete Maravich as Phoenix goes back in front on the free throw by 1. Bridges over Hawkins. The rebound to Silas. Haskins to Counts. Oh, the big veteran from Oregon State gets 1. And it's Phoenix by 3. Ball game's been tied 8 times. Hazard checked by Van Arsdale. Got it deflected. Hawkins trying to pass, stolen. Maravich missed it. Connie gets the rebound. Connie Hawkins out in front. Silas to Haskins to Van Arsdale. 7 points for Dick Van Arsdale.
And the Suns are out in front by 3 without a point having been scored by Connie Hawkins, their leading scorer. So Hawkins may be worrying about that foul situation. It's affected his offensive game a little bit.
That's Hazard in front. Bellamy. Hudson. Oh, he's tough. 5 out of 13 from the field. As Phoenix moves it down, Hudson now with 11 points in the game. Mel Counts. Bridges had the rebound, taken away by Silas, and Paul scores it. Both these ball clubs showing you that they are great opportunists. 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. It'll be Atlanta's ball. A tick of the clock remaining in the first quarter. Delamita has her. And he missed it, and the klaxon sounds before the shot is clear. So we've come to the end of the first quarter, and our score, the Phoenix Suns 30, the Atlanta Hawks 25. We'll return for the second quarter in just 1 minute. Guerin with the Atlanta Hawks, and Jack, he's got to be a troubled man.
Well, his ball club not playing the way that everybody thought they would play this year, but Richie is a very determined young fellow. I played with him for 10 years when he was with the Knicks and the Hawks, and he's going to get this ball club back on the stream. And he, in visiting with him before the game, is very pleased with the progress of Pete Maravich. He says Pete now is ahead of schedule and doing the things that he wants him to do, and he feels that, as everyone, that he's going to be a great pro.
Remember, immediately following this ball game, the North-South Football Shrine Classic from the Orange Bowl in Miami, Florida. Right after this one, Phoenix, 14 out of 27 in the first quarter, 14 rebounds. Atlanta, 11 out of 23, 11 rebounds. That's first quarter stats from Mr. Jerry Kapstein. Here we go, second quarter. Hawkins tips it, Maravich moving quickly, comes up with it. Van Arsdale on him, knocks the ball loose and out of bounds. It'll be Atlanta's ball. A 5-point edge for the Suns, 30-25 as we start the second quarter. Look at that Haskins. He has played a super ball game so far. Maravich from 24 feet. The rebound, Connie Hawkins. There were 3 white shirts up there. Lamar Green has come into the ball game, number 16 for Phoenix. That's Haskins into Mel Counts for a layup. The Suns snapping the ball around very well today. One of the things that Cotton Fitzsimmons has done with this ball club, he's got him playing a good passing game, and he's got him playing good defense. Good defense, and Mel Counts made that steal. Green. And suddenly it's a 9-point lead, 34-25. Atlanta comes down twice, and they come away empty. Hudson from way outside, about 27 feet, missed it. Mel Counts saves it. Green. Suns get you going. They'll run you out of town. Green misses. Count. Rebound. Got it. 36-25. Mel Counts 6 points. Phoenix had Philadelphia down the other night by 28. Lost the game. Foul on Davis, number 24, for Atlanta.
Fitzsimmons coming in with Green. All he wants to do is try and give Hudson a change of pace. Try and get somebody in there that can cool off Lou Hudson.
Haskins, Hawkins, Counts inside. Ball is checked out of bounds by Davis. Jim Davis from Colorado, 6'9", 230-pounder. In the blue. And coming into the game for the Atlanta Hawks, number 31, Bob Christian, who is a 7-footer from Grambling. Here's Van Arsdale scoring. He has 9 points in the ball game. Lou Hudson, Christian, Davis, and time called by the Atlanta Hawks. And a good timeout here at Veterans Coliseum in Phoenix. Our score in the second quarter: Phoenix Suns 38, the Atlanta Hawks 25. All right, let's check the lineups now. Van Arsdale remains in for Phoenix, along with Haskins, Counts, Silas, and Lamar Green. For Atlanta, it's Lou Hudson, Pete Maravich, Bob Christian, Jim Davis, and Bill Bridges.
In Atlanta, enjoying a 7-rebound deficit. Phoenix has out-rebounded them 18 for Phoenix, 11 for Atlanta. So we're now seeing the versatility of Lou Hudson, getting some height in the lineup, moving Lou Hudson back to guard.
In this period, Phoenix 4 out of 6 from the field. Atlanta has been zipped in 3 tries. Maravich 3 out of 6 in the field so far in the game. We're in the second quarter. Here's the hook. I think number 31, Bob Christian, the 7-foot rookie from Grambling. Make it a 38-27 ball game. Phoenix leading. 9:55 to play in the first half. Mel Counts. Van Arsdale. That's Clem Haskins over Maravich. The rebound to Bridges. Lou Hudson to Maravich. 18-footer comes out. Inside Christian, and he is fouled. Paul Silas got it. Let's pause right here 5 seconds to allow our local stations to identify themselves. Bob Christian with 3. 3 points in the ball game. Lamar Green for Phoenix. Lob pass stolen away. Those are tough to get across the court. Maravich all the way, and it is slapped down by Paul Silas. 9:20 to go, second quarter. Well, there's some more carelessness there.
Christian just carelessly stepped on the end line, and it's now the Suns' ball.
11 turnovers for Atlanta. 11 against 5 for Phoenix. We have 9 minutes to go in the first half. Mel Counts. Gets his own rebound. Took it away from Christian. And Arsdale. Basket's good. Foul is on Christian.
There's that drive by Van Arsdale. He also has great body control. He jumps aside from Christian and goes in for the layup, and he's now on the line. Dick Van Arsdale.
First personal, first team. Van Arsdale has 12 points, 5 out of 7 from the field, and he's perfect from the line. Haskins checking Maravich. That's Davis. And trying to get it back inside, it's slapped away.
10 seconds on the clock.
Fred Taylor, number 10, comes into the lineup, replacing Clem Haskins for the Phoenix Suns. He's 6'5", 180-pound rookie from Pan American. Mindy Rudolph calls, and the call goes against Atlanta.
You know, you have to give a rookie experience, and when you play a rookie, you have to pay the price for the mistakes. So Christian learning by his mistakes, Keith.
Second personal on the big man. Taylor misses, counts, and a whistle stops it inside. Loose ball foul is called against Lamar Green. Second team on Phoenix, first personal on Green. Taylor checking Maravich. Lou Hudson. Davis against Green, counts to help. Lou Hudson. Davis missed the shot. Rebound inside. Silas.
A loose ball foul on 32.
A loose ball foul called again, this one on Bill Bridges.
And there again we see why Phoenix is out in front by 13. Their rebounding superiority here in this first half. They're getting 2 and 3 rebounds. The Hawks are only getting 1.
Now counts over Davis. From the free throw line, he has 8 points in the game. Ball is stolen by Van Arsdale. He's going against Hudson. He beats him. Van Arsdale with 14 points. And Phoenix running away. 25-28 right now. That's Hudson. Ball counts the rebound to Fred Taylor. Van Arsdale, Lamar Green. The Hawks fighting for the rebound. And Christian comes up with it. Oh, he's a big, strong 7-footer. He sets a pick for Maravich. Foul called on Mel Counts. That's his first personal, third team. Atlanta in this period 1 out of 9 from the field. We have 7:24 to go as Maravich makes the first free throw. He has 8 points. Taylor loses to Pete. He's tough. 25-31. Phoenix by 14. With 7:10 to go in the second period. Van Arsdale wide open. 16 points for Dick.
And Pete's going to have to learn the defense. That's his biggest shortcoming. Van Arsdale just went backdoor on him. Pete turned his head.
Christian misses. The rebound's inside by Davis. Another loose ball foul is called. And it's against Mel Counts, his second personal and the fourth team foul on the Phoenix Suns. Neil Walk returns to the lineup for Phoenix and Counts leads. Mel, 4 out of 6 from the field, did a fine job, had 3 rebounds. Walter Hazard in there to Davis. Bill Bridges. And he loses. Phoenix gets it. Fred Taylor will play it in to Van Arsdale. 13 turnovers for Atlanta. Lamar Green walked just in the game. Misses. Here's the rebound to Bridges. That's Lou Hudson. And Taylor, the rookie, trying all the way.
That's offensive goaltending on the part of Taylor. You're not allowed to touch that ball on the glass. So Fred Taylor, number 10 for Phoenix, called for goaltending.
13 points for Lou Hudson in the game. 6:25 to go, second period. Here's Taylor working against Hazard.
You know, the Hawks have been called from outside, so the Suns are sagging, clogging up the middle, and forcing the Hawks to go with the long shot. They've been called, and as a result, the Suns are in position for the rebound. Bob Christian fouled by Neil Walk.
49-33 ball game. Phoenix leads. Walk's first foul. And the Phoenix Suns now have put the Atlanta Hawks into a penalty situation. He'll have 3 to make 2. Christian, 3 points, 2 rebounds so far in the game. That's 2 more. Remember, immediately following our basketball game, live from the Orange Bowl in Miami, Florida, the North-South Shrine football game, Atlanta is now 6 out of 11 from the free throw line. Well, they're cold at every department right now. That's Taylor from Pan American. Inside to Walk. Traveling. Here comes Hazard now out of backcourt for the blue-clad Atlanta Hawks. Lou Hudson against Taylor, finally gets him in the air for his shot, missed it badly. He goes out of bounds. But it's saved by Bridges, and Davis driving for the bucket. Goaltending again is called, or interference offensively. Goaltending defensively, that's the mod vernacular. Here's the shot by Taylor. Fred Taylor gets his 4th point of the ball game. Hudson working against Van Arsdale. Hazard. Maravich is out of the ball game right now. Here's Hudson inside with a great move. It's checked away and picked off by Paul Silas. Taylor is held by Hazard.
All Richie Guerin's been doing on that Atlanta bench for the last 5 minutes is screaming, move, move, move. And his team is standing around watching the man with the ball. There's Maravich coming back in, hopefully to get a little movement in this Atlanta lineup. Richie Guerin wants his ball club to move, and that's why they're behind. They're standing around watching the man with the ball, Keith.
3rd personal on Hazard and the 3rd team on Atlanta. Taylor makes it. And it's 52-36 the score. As Maravich is back in. And Haskins back in checking it. Hazard over Taylor. Missed it. Bridges the rebound for the hook. Bill Bridges getting his first points of the game. A bucket. Connie Hawkins has not scored for the Phoenix Suns. Here's Neil Walk. Rebound swept off the boards by Paul Silas. Loose ball foul. They're in the penalty, so they'll shoot it.
That's right. It was a loose ball foul, but the shot will be taken now because they are in a penalty situation. A lot of loose ball fouls in this game, Keith, indicating the rugged rebounding play on the part of both clubs. Both clubs going to the boards and not getting possession, but banging one another in there pretty good.
Third personal foul on Paul Silas. Bridges has 2 points in the ball game. He has 7 rebounds, but they need a little more scoring out of him. It's a 52-38 ball game, now 39. Phoenix has the edge. We have 4:35 to go, second quarter. Lamar Green and Haskins out in front. That's Neil Walk. This is over Christian. Rebound to Hazard. Maravich. And Clem Haskins is called for getting a little too much of Maravich. That's his second personal. Maravich in the penalty will have 2 to make 1.
As we look at Maravich, the timeout now on the Phoenix Suns. We'll come back to that.
Before Maravich free throws, we'll have a timeout here at the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. And our score, with 4 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the first half. Phoenix 52, Atlanta.
Keith, the point I was going to make, the difference I think now as we're almost halfway through the season and in our first game that we telecast from Atlanta is that the Hawks have a lot more confidence in Maravich. He's keying the offense, he's handling the ball, setting up his teammates, and he's coordinating the offense. Early in the season, he was just running around out there lost, not getting the ball. Now he's a vital part of the Atlanta offense.
In the penalty, Pete gets 2 shots on the foul. He has 11 points, 4 out of 10 from the field, and he is 4 out of 5 from the line. It's 52-41. Here come the Suns. Taylor stays in. Silas, Clem Haskins, Lamar Green. Connie Hawkins is on the bench with 3 fouls picked up early in the game. Maravich feeds inside to Jim Davis. Great pass. 54-43. The Hawks are coming back. Haskins. Another loose ball. Lamar Green, number 16. Green has 2 personals. Haskins 2 personals. Counts 2 personals. Silas and Hawkins have 3 each.
I think it's noteworthy to mention that the Suns are maintaining their lead with their leading scorer, Connie Hawkins, on the bench for most of this period. So he'll be coming back in the second half pretty well rested.
Davis 2 shots. He now has 5 points. Made them both. 3:45 to go in the second quarter. 54-45. Phoenix has jumped out to a big lead. Atlanta's now whittled it down to 9. Clem Haskins is Walk inside. Offensive foul against Neil Walk. Atlanta gets it. Second personal on Walk. So the last 2 ball games the Phoenix Suns have played, they have blown big leads. I mean big leads. 28 points, 31 points. They won one of those games in overtime but lost the other one. Here's Mel Counts returning to the Phoenix lineup, and Walk will go sit down. 6 points for Walk. Here's Davis in the corner. Inside it goes to Christian, back to Maravich. Counts checking Christian. 3 seconds called against Atlanta. 14 turnovers on the Hawks. 14. Suns with a 9-point lead go to work. That's Lamar Green, number 16. Clem Haskins, number 11. Maravich checking him. Here's Fred Taylor. Oh, great. The basket was good.
It was a loose ball foul, and because, again, we're in the penalty situation, Christian was fouled, and he will shoot the shot. Here's Fred Taylor again. Rennie wants to learn how to shoot. Look at the position of his hands. Great release at the top of his jump, and good follow-through on the part of Fred Taylor. Real good shooter.
That loose ball foul was the third against Mel Counts. So the Suns have Hawkins, Silas, and Counts now, all with 3 personal fouls. Christian gets both of his free throws. It's 56-46. He has 5 points in the ball game. Pete Maravich is called for his first personal foul and the 4th team foul against the Atlanta Hawks. Here's Hudson returning after a breather, and Walt Hazard goes out for Atlanta. Haskins on the line, 9 points, misses the free throw, 4 out of 8 from the field, and here comes Maravich. That's Christian. Hudson. Slapped through there by Christian. Haskins brings it down. 56-48. Atlanta back to only an 8-point deficit after trailing it one time by 16. Here's Taylor. Oh! Bridges the rebound, and a whistle stops it. And it's against Lamar Green of the Phoenix Suns.
Now, Keith, we're seeing the substitution of Lou Hudson force another substitution on the part of Phoenix. Fred Taylor was too small and light to guard Lou Hudson in the backcourt, so Phoenix now coming in with Dick Van Arsdale to try and guard Lou Hudson.
3rd personal foul on Green. Cotton Fitzsimmons, the Phoenix coach, up on the sideline. Lamar Green was hit hard on that last rebound play. Time taken for a moment. Remember, coming up right after the basketball game, the North-South Shrine football game from the Orange Bowl in Miami, Florida. They're allowed to take 20 seconds. Injury timeout. Check the lineups for you. The Atlanta Hawks have Bill Bridges, Lou Hudson, Jim Davis, Pete Maravich, and Bob Christian, Mel Counts, Clem Haskins, Neil Walk, Dick Van Arsdale, and Paul Silas now for the Suns. Christian's good from the free throw line, 7 points. Missed the second, the 7-point lead for Phoenix at 56-49. And we have 2:25 to go in the second quarter. Neil Walk and Van Arsdale and Counts. Now Counts. 2:10 to go. 10 points for Mel Counts. Van Arsdale checking Hudson. 2 minutes. And 2 minutes to go in the first half. Christian with Walk on him. Mel Counts rebound. Neil Walk. That's Haskins. Got it. Well, Haskins has been a force in this ball game. He has 11 points. And he just slapped it away from Maravich, but Atlanta keeps it. 1:36 to go, second quarter. And time's called here at Veterans Coliseum in Phoenix, Arizona. Our score, Phoenix Suns total 60, and the Atlanta Hawks have a total of 49. The Phoenix Suns huddled on the sideline. They lead in the ball game 60-49. We have 1:36 seconds left to play in the first half. High scorers so far for Atlanta: Hudson with 13, Maravich with 12. For Phoenix, Van Arsdale 16, Mel Counts has 10, and 8 of those points have come in this quarter. Here's Clem Haskins, who's been a dandy so far today. He's on Maravich, and they go into Davis, Lou Hudson, Bob Christian, and Bill Bridges. Atlanta's in the blue. Offensive foul against Bridges.
The interpretation of that is you have to establish, as Paul Silas did, your position within 3 feet of the man. If he charges into you, it's a charging foul.
Bridges with 3. Van Arsdale counts, fumbles, keeps it, shoots, misses. Walk trying for the rebound. Another loose ball foul. And is called against Jim Davis of the Atlanta Hawks, his second personal. Jack, we must have had 8 or 9 loose ball fouls.
Neil Walk, 1 plus the penalty, 2 shots.
2 shots for Neil Walk.
Phoenix still out in front by 11, Keith, and we should mention that they have not had 1 point from their high scorer, Connie Hawkins, who's averaging 24.
Walk gets his second free throw. It's 61-49, an even dozen for Phoenix. 1:10 to go, first half. Davis into Christian. Lou Hudson being checked by Haskins. Now Maravich. Pete missed it, and it's out of bounds. Phoenix. There have been 29 fouls called in this ball game so far. Van Arsdale and Silas. Over Hudson, Van Arsdale. 63-49, and Dick has 18 points. Walk on Christian. It's Bridges out in front. Davis and Lou Hudson. 63-51, 15 points for Lou Hudson. Van Arsdale 5 for 5 in this period. 10 seconds. Phoenix will try for the last shot at the basket as Van Arsdale goes in and over the top of Bob Christian, and it's an offensive foul on Van Arsdale, his first personal in the game. So we have 6 seconds to play, and the Hawks will get the last shot. Inbound to Davis, to Maravich, Haskins. And nobody scores in the last 16 seconds of the ball game, of the first half of the ball game. As we come to the end of the second quarter, we'll return with our halftime activities in just a moment. Here are the top scorers at halftime for the Phoenix Sun. Dick Van Arsdale with 18 points. He's the leading scorer. Clem Haskins with 11 and has played a very strong game. Mel Counts with 10, 8 of them coming in the second period. Fred Taylor, the rookie, picked up 7 points. Neil Walk has 7. Paul Silas, 6, plus a strong board game, and Lamar Green, 4 points. For the Atlanta Hawks, Lou Hudson has 15, his usual brilliant game. Pete Maravich with 12 points at the halfway mark. Bob Christian, the big 7-foot rookie from Grambling, 7. Jim Davis, 7. Walt Bellamy, 5. Bill Bridges, 3. And Walter Hazard, only 2 points. And you'll notice in that Phoenix scoring that Connie Hawkins did not appear. He has not scored a point in this ball game. There's Clem Haskins cranking up for the second half. This is Keith Jackson along with Jack Twyman, NBA basketball on ABC. And remember, immediately following this game, we go live from the Orange Bowl in Miami for the North-South Shrine football game. Phoenix 29 out of 56 from the field, 5 out of 8 at the line in the first half, and 23 rebounds. Atlanta had 24 rebounds, 13 out of 22 from the line, 19 of 47 from the field, and believe me, that's nothing to write home about.
And as we look at Phoenix, in their last 8 ball games in which they've lost 6, they enjoyed a substantial lead at halftime. So they have been giving up that lead in the third and fourth period, and that's what Cotton Fitzsimmons, their coach, and the Phoenix Suns are most concerned about now, not letting that 12-point lead slip away.
Check the lineups as the Hawks come on the floor. Bill Bridges is number 32. Walter Hazard is 42. Walter Bellamy is 8. Pete Maravich 44. And Lou Hudson 23, the same unit that started the game. For the Phoenix Suns, Neil Walk is 41. Dick Van Arsdale is number 5. Connie Hawkins standing at center circle with Walt Bellamy is number 42. He has 3 personals, got him right off the top in the first quarter. Paul Silas is number 29. So we have both units on the floor to start the second half that started the game. Manny Sokol and Mendy Rudolph are the officials. Manny flips it up, and Phoenix controls. And there goes Haskins. Oh, he missed a layup. Maravich against Van Arsdale from the baseline. He has 14 in the ball game. And it's 63-53. Phoenix by 10. Walk against Bellamy. Doesn't want to go that way. That's Paul Silas over Bridges. Short. It'll be Phoenix ball as Bridges could not control the rebound. The next NBA basketball on ABC, January 10, the Los Angeles Lakers in Detroit on Sunday. And then January 12 on Tuesday night, the All-Star game from San Diego.
Walt Hazzard getting up there, causing Dick Van Arsdale to charge offensive foul on Dick.
That's his second personal in the ball game and the first team. Maravich from the top of the key. Follows and rebounds. Inside, Bellamy. Walter Bellamy now with 7 points in the ball game. It's 63-55. The Hawks are down by only 8. Van Arsdale driving against Hazzard. Walter actually doesn't get a whistle. Van Arsdale gets the basket. 20 points for Dick. A 10-point lead for the Suns. Hazard got it.
In that last play, you saw Neil Walk come out. They're trying to let Connie Hawkins slip inside to work on Lou Hudson, who is 6'5", 3 inches shorter than Hawkins.
Haskins. And now Hawk has it. Walk. Connie Hawkins with Maravich.
Foul on 44.
Foul is on Maravich. That's his second personal. And while Connie Hawkins is going to the line, let's take a quick look at some of the personals. The Phoenix Suns, for example, Hawkins, Silas, and Counts and Green all have 3 personals. For Atlanta, Bridges and Hazzard have 3 personals. Rebound is outside. Here comes Atlanta. Maravich. Deep rebound to Fred Taylor, who has slipped into the ball game when time was stopped. He had a very strong second quarter, this rookie. Bellamy intercepting the pass intended for Neil Walk. Walter Hazzard. And he gets another one. So Walk gets 2 buckets here in the third period. He totals 6 points in the game. 6-point lead now for Phoenix. Atlanta's closing. Taylor against Maravich. Follows the rebound, but he can't whip Bellamy. Stolen by the Suns, but Lou Hudson was right there and picked up the loose ball, and Hazzard misses. This time Paul Silas controls the rebound for Phoenix. Clem Haskins. And Clem Haskins working against Walt Hazzard, and Hazzard fouls him.
And the Suns here, in the early moments of the second half, just standing around, watching the man with the ball. They're not getting any movement, and as a result, they've lost that 12-point lead. It's down to 6 now as we see Clem Haskins on the line. So I imagine that's what Cotton Fitzsimmons said to Dick Van Arsdale on the bench. Get that ball club moving again like they were in the first half.
4th personal foul on Hazzard and second team. And Haskins missing the free throw. Atlanta in front court with Maravich and Hazzard at the guard positions. Bellamy's in there on the high post. Ball off Bellamy's leg on the hard pass. And here goes Haskins driving against Maravich, missing. Van Arsdale. He's a hustler. He's 10 out of 13 from the field. And time called by the Hawks. Time out here in the third quarter at Veterans Memorial Coliseum. And the Phoenix Suns are leading the Atlanta Hawks by a score of 67-59. Mendy Rudolph holding the ball in backcourt for the Atlanta Hawks. Hazzard and Maravich on the front line. Bridges, Hudson, and Bellamy. Into Bellamy. That's Hudson. Beauty. Lou has 17 points in the ball game. Clem Haskins, Dick Van Arsdale, who leads all scorers with 22. Here's Connie Hawkins. His first point of the ball game. Phoenix by 8. 8.5 minutes to go. Here's Maravich, top of the key. Paul Silas. Veteran from Creighton. Connie Hawkins, incredible that Connie Hawkins will get his first bucket. 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Neil Walk. 9 points for the big guy from Florida. Walt Hazard had 4 personals to lead all those in foul trouble. Hawkins with 3. Great play by Silas, and Haskins going all the way. Missed it. Silas rebound.
And Silas back on Lou Hudson. Cotton Fitzsimmons not wanting Connie Hawkins to get that 4th foul in the 3rd period, so he's going with Silas guarding the quicker Hudson.
Silas has 8. Phoenix back in front by 12. Bridges. That's Hudson. Atlanta winding up a 3-game road trip. They've split so far. Here's Maravich missing. Foul is on Bellamy. His 2nd personal foul.
Atlanta and Maravich in particular not taking the ball and working it inside, taking the longer and poorer percentage shot, and that's why they shot 40% in that first half, and Maravich 5 of 15 now.
So Phoenix has the ball in front court as Hawkins is being checked by Hudson. There's the nucleus of a pretty good basketball team against each other right there, and he misses the shot. Bellamy rebounds. That's 7 rebounds for Bellamy. Hudson feeding to Hazard, and Walt gets 1. Hazard now with 8 points, and they've all come in the 3rd quarter. 6 of them have come here in the 3rd quarter. Silas on a drive. Beauty. 75-63. Here's Hazard. Hudson. Pretty play. 19 for Hudson. 6.5 to go, 3rd quarter. 75-65 Phoenix. Hawkins. Oh, offense. That's 4 fouls on Connie Hawkins.
You notice what Hudson is doing. He's playing him very tight, trying to get him to charge, and that's exactly what he did on that case. He hooked Lou Hudson trying to get around him. Smart defensive play by Lou Hudson.
Offensive foul, remember, no team foul charged. Here comes Maravich into the corner with Haskins all over him. Bridges inside the Bellamy for a stuff. He was wide open. And it's 75-67. Atlanta down by 8. Walk. Hudson, right place, right time. Bellamy. Here come the Hawks. Bellamy now with 11 points. 5:50 to go, 3rd quarter. Here at Veterans Memorial Coliseum.
There's Pete Maravich with the ball, hesitating to let Bellamy get down on the fast break. Good move by Walter Bellamy. Nice pass by Pete Maravich to Walter Bellamy. That's his 4th assist, Pete Maravich.
And at 5:50 to go in the 3rd quarter here in Phoenix, the score now, the Suns 75, the Hawks coming back. They have 69. The Atlanta Hawks are down by 6. Phoenix at one time in the 2nd quarter led 45-28. But this is the 3rd successive game in which they have run up leads and then saw them dissipated. So let's see if the Hawks do have the momentum. Hawkins is all alone. 77-69, an 8-point lead for Phoenix. The Phoenix Suns, with a record of 20-18, over 500 ball, but trail that tough Midwestern division in the NBA. Here's Hazard, back to Hudson. Basket counts.
Here's a great give-and-go play. Lou Hudson gives the ball to Walt Hazard, hesitates and then goes, and Hazard hits him perfectly. A classic give-and-go play.
And the foul on Neil Walk, his 3rd, first team. 22 points now. For Lou, 10 out of 23 in the field. Walk being checked by Bellamy. Here's Van Arsdale. Hudson's after him. The switch puts Bridges on him. Inside, Van Arsdale stepped on the baseline. No basket. 5:12 to go. 10th turnover for Phoenix. 3rd quarter. Maravich. Checked by Haskins. Leaves to Hudson. Paul Silas on Hudson. Inside Maravich for a hook. How about that? Pete has 16. 77. 74, Van Arsdale. And the tip inside, Neil Walk. 79, 74. 5 points for the Suns. 4.5 to go, third quarter. Hazard. Inside. Got it. Bellamy picked Van Arsdale, and Walt went home.
And I think the Hawks' resurgence here in the third period is credited to Walter Bellamy. He's playing defense, and he's getting the boards and getting that fast break started, which he wasn't doing in the first period.
Basket counts. Foul Maravich.
Here's Van Arsdale using his body. Look at how he protects that ball with his body, using his body to draw the foul and still maintaining control, and then it goes.
4:07 to go, third quarter. Van Arsdale on the line. 24 points so far in the game. He's 11 out of 15 from the field, and he missed it. So the three-point play eludes him, and Atlanta comes down. Maravich. He's hot. He's got 18 points. 81-78. It's Phoenix by 3 here in the third quarter. We have 3:45 to go in the third period. Connie Hawkins. Beauty. They've got to have him. Long pass to Hudson. And Atlanta answers just that quickly. 83-80. 3.5 to go, third quarter. Van Arsdale. Here's Neil Walk. Hawkins up for the rebound. Can't control it. It's Maravich. Walter Hazard. Battle for the rebound. And it's off Bellamy. Here comes Fred Taylor back into the game. And Clem Haskins goes out for Phoenix. Haskins with 11 points. He has not scored in the third quarter. Silas to Walk. It's going to be short. Silas inside. Checked once by Bridges. Battles, and it won't go down for him. Bridges rebounds it. Clears to Hudson to Maravich. Maravich against Van Arsdale. Dick falls down. And it's 2.
And too much can't be said about the job that Bridges and Bellamy are doing on those boards. 2 men battling 3, getting that Atlanta fast break started.
Maravich now has 20 points, 8 in the third quarter. Van Arsdale gets his 26th. And time called by the Atlanta Hawks. We have 2:32 to go in the third quarter here in Phoenix. And the Phoenix Suns lead the Atlanta Hawks by 3, 85-82. Pete Maravich, who has scored 8 points, I guess, Jack, in this quarter, and has really been a force for the Hawks' comeback.
That's right, Keith. As we look at Maravich, he has caused Dick Van Arsdale a problem, and Van Arsdale, in turn, has caused Maravich a problem. They've had trouble with one another. Both have 8 points in this period, so it's kind of a standoff.
And Walter Hazard coming up with 8 points has also helped in this period. Here's Maravich driving against Taylor, leaving it for Bridges, and Bridges working his way across. Picks up his 4th personal foul. Phoenix 11 of 17 in this period. Atlanta 15 of 22. They're not cold anymore. And here goes Taylor. Around Mel Count's pick. The attendance 10,136, and they're all yelling right now, I think, as Hazard comes down. That's Hudson. 87-84. Hudson with 26 points. Lamar Green, Van Arsdale, and Dick shot short. Mel Counts rebound. 89-84 Phoenix. Counts with 12 in the ball game. Bridges inside. Hawkins checking him. Outside it goes to Maravich out of the corner over Taylor. Van Arsdale. That's Taylor down the sideline. Lamar Green. Missed it. Bellamy gets the personal foul. Loose ball. That's his third personal. Jimmy Davis comes into the ball game, and going out is Pete Maravich. Taylor with 9 points. And the Phoenix Suns now are shooting in the penalty. Taylor will shoot 2. He has 10 points. Now time called by the Phoenix Suns. Here's Mel Counts coming back. Van Arsdale, Hudson, Maravich, and Hazard, if you like to lump them all together, have hit 17 out of 21 shots in this third quarter. We have 1:20 remaining to play, and Fred Taylor is on the line with 10 points. And he converted the penalty. So he picks up 2 points at the charity line to give him 11. And it's 91-84 as Phoenix pulls back by 7. Lou Hudson, Walt Hazard, Walt Bellamy, Jim Davis, and Bill Bridges, the lineup for Atlanta. Hazard's open. 5-point lead for the Suns. Hazard now with 12 points. Hawkins out in front. Mel Counts. Counts will go with a 16-footer. Bellamy the rebound to Hazard. Lou Hudson. Basket counts.
Here's Hazard to Hudson. See him fake the jump shot to draw the man, and then he sets up the drive. Great drive by Lou Hudson. But he set it up by the little fake on the jumper.
Mel Counts, do you get the foul? Counts will have 4. And Lou Hudson with 29 points, 6 out of 6 in the third quarter from the field. 91. 89. Connie Hawkins, beauty. The Hawk now with 8 points, all in the third quarter. 25 seconds to go. 4-point lead for the Suns. They'll back up and take the final shot. Hazard with the ball. Van Arsdale checking him. Lamar Green is on Bridges. Counts checking Bellamy. They go to Hudson. Hawkins after him. Hudson over the Hawk. Missed it. Bridges the rebound. He's fouled by Counts or Green. Green gets the foul. That's his 4th. And Bridges at the line.
32 Bill Bridges, 3 shots to make 2.
Atlanta now in the penalty. Bridges has scored only 3 points in the game, but he has 12 rebounds. Well, he's been tough in this third quarter. 3 to make 2. He's got 2 more coming.
I tell you, Keith, I had to play against this fellow for about 5 years, and all you have in your mind is keep him off the boards. Forget about his offense, but just keep him off the boards. Try and box him out. A great competitor.
93-90. He gets 2 points at the charity line. 93-91. And the klaxon sounds as Van Arsdale tries a wild one, and it misses. And at the end of the third quarter, we'll be back for the fourth quarter tip-off in just a moment. Our score after 3, Phoenix 93, Atlanta 91. By 2, 93-91 as we go to the fourth quarter. Remember, immediately following our basketball game from the Orange Bowl in Miami, the North-South Shrine Football Classic. And in the third quarter, Atlanta outscored Phoenix 40-30.
And in that third quarter, Atlanta only had 3 turnovers. They had 16 turnovers in the first half, so they were much more careful with that ball in the third period, and as a result, cut that deficit from 12 to 2.
Bellamy against Hawkins for the tip-off to start the final period. And it's controlled by Clem Haskins of Phoenix, Van Arsdale, Mel Counts, Paul Silas. The lineup for the Suns. Here's Hawkins working against Jim Davis, Lou Hudson, Bill Bridges, Walt Bellamy, Walter Hazard. And Hawkins driving for the bucket, does not get it, but he is fouled. The foul is on Bellamy. 4 fouls on Bellamy. Was it good? It was good.
Connie Hawkins making that move on Jimmy Davis. They're trying to get the ball to Hawkins because he's quicker than the taller Jimmy Davis. So Hawkins is isolating on the side, and the Suns are going to him.
Now 10 points for Hawkins, 5 out of 9 from the field. He gets a 3-point play, and it's a big 3-point play in the top of the fourth quarter for Phoenix. 96-91, a 5-point lead for the Suns as Hazard comes down the court. That's Bellamy with Counts coming to pick him up. And Mel fouls it. That's 5 fouls on Counts. 5 personal fouls on Mel Counts. Bellamy, 11 points, 8 rebounds so far. Counts the rebound as Bellamy misses. Clem Haskins, checked by Hazard. Mel Counts. And Bridges rebounds for Atlanta. Hudson and Hazard. Bellamy inside, intercepted by Silas. 11 minutes to go in the game as Counts is outside. A little short with it, and Hudson rebounds it. 96-91. Clem Haskins to Connie Hawkins. 2-on-1. Silas fumbles it out of bounds. Hudson and Hazard bring it down for Atlanta. Hawks trail by 5. Atlanta 21 turnovers. Underneath it's Bridges. He traveled. Had a great feed pass, but he could not control his momentum. And now the Hawks have 22 turnovers in the ball game, twice as many as Phoenix. Van Arsdale. .14-footer. 98-91, and Van Arsdale has 28 points in the game. He's checking Hazard. Go to Davis. An offensive foul on Jim Davis.
And since Davis came into the lineup, the Hawks have stopped their running game. They're sacrificing that running game, moving Hudson back to guard, and it's hurt them. They've gone from 2 now to 7.
3 fouls on Davis. Connie Hawkins against Davis. Hard collision between Hawkins and Bellamy. No harm, no foul. Hawk jumps up, hobbling a little bit. Here comes Atlanta. 100-91. Phoenix by 9. Atlanta's hit a dry spell. Phoenix has scored 7 unanswered points. Hazard. And Silas the rebound against Bridges. Hawkins over Bellamy. Gets his own rebound. Haskins is fouled by Davis. And Pete Maravich, who's been out of the game for a breather, is up to come back in. Davis has 4 personal fouls. Walt Hazard is going out and Maravich in. That's the second team foul in the period against Atlanta.
And when Maravich went out, they were only 2 behind. Now they're 9 behind. So he adds a great deal of mobility to that Atlanta lineup.
Clem Haskins at the line has 12 points. His second free throw is good. 6 assists in the ball game for Haskins. Now let's see if Maravich can stir up the Hawks again. Haskins checking Maravich. Bellamy looks inside, nobody there. And that's Maravich. Pete now with 22 points in the game. We have 9:05 to go in the ball game. 102-93. Here's Van Arsdale over Bellamy. Off Mel Counts. Nope. Off the man in blue, Bridges. Here comes Christian, big 7-foot rookie into the ball game, and Bellamy goes out for Atlanta. Counts, checked by Christian, shoots over him, misses. Haskins. Hustling Clem Haskins gets the bucket. He has 15. 104-93. And Maravich. Foul is on Haskins. His third personal and his the second team foul. It'll be 1 shot for Maravich. 23 now for Pete. 9 out of 21 from the field in the ball game. 10-point lead for Phoenix. Haskins free from 20. 12-point lead now for the Suns. Lou Hudson against Van Arsdale. Behind Davis. Christian missed it inside, but gets his own rebound. Mindy Rudolph stops it with a whistle. If that's against counts, that's 6.
Mindy Rudolph ruled that Bob Christian had possession, so as a result, it's not a loose ball foul. He will shoot the shot, but he'll only get one because Mindy also ruled that he was not in the act of shooting.
And it is on Mel counts. He's gone. He has 6 personals. Neil Walker replaced him in the Phoenix lineup. Counts 12 points, the book on Mel. 6 out of 13 from the field with 7 rebounds. 8:04 to go in the ball game. 106-94. Now 95 as Christian gets his 8th point. Member of the North-South Shrine Football Classic, the Orange Bowl, immediately following our basketball game. Haskins to Walk. Christian's checking Walk. Here's Haskins, missing badly. Had to hurry his shot, and Bridges rebounds. Christian and Maravich. 16-footer in and out. Walk the rebound. Connie Hawkins had a scoring surge in the 3rd quarter. He has not scored in the 4th. As Van Arsdale misses, follows, and fires again. Silas outfights Bridges. What a job he's done. And Patton Fitzsimmons up on the sideline calling time for the Phoenix Suns. 7:17 to go. We have a timeout. And the Phoenix Suns are leading the Atlanta Hawks by a score of 106-93. Getting off the bench, Dick Van Arsdale, number 5 for the Phoenix Suns, has 28 points in the ball game, 13 out of 22. He is the only original member of this franchise. He's the captain of the ball club, and of course his twin brother Tom is the captain of Cincinnati.
He's been gambling quite a bit. As a guard, he's going to that offensive board trying to counteract the Atlanta rebound, and he's been getting that ball and putting it back in very successfully.
Clem Haskins free for a shot that rebounds out deep to Pete Maravich. With 7:05 to go in the ball game. 106-95 Phoenix, that's Hazard. Atlanta's in a dry spell, but Bridges inside on pure muscle gets one. 106-97 Phoenix. It's Haskins, Van Arsdale, Silas, Walk, and Hawkins for the Suns. Walk inside, left-handed hook is short. Rebound goes to Silas. And he gets the bucket. 12 points for Paul. Atlanta has Hazard, Maravich, Christian, Bridges, and Bridges. Davis having trouble controlling it. 3 seconds ball against Davis.
And now the Hawks will have to apply a little pressure. With 6:22 left, the clock is on the side of Phoenix, and they're going to take advantage of that clock.
And Atlanta scored only 6 points in 5 minutes and 38 seconds, with 5 in the 4th quarter. Hawks keep the ball. Number 24 is Davis. Connie Hawkins inbounds to Van Arsdale, goes back to Hawkins. He turns against Davis. Neil Walk had a hand on it. It's kicked out by one of the Atlanta Hawks. I guess Christian, who was battling Walk for the rebound. The attendance, 10,186 here at the Coliseum in Phoenix. Haskins inbound. That's Walk inside to Hawkins. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Hawkins now with 15 points, and all of them in the second half. 110-97 Phoenix. Maravich. He's fouled by Van Arsdale, I believe. Now it goes to Clem Haskins. There were 2 of them there. 4 fouls on Haskins. Let's take a look at that foul situation. Haskins has 4. Silas 3. Hawkins 4. Walk 3. Counts is fouled out. Lamar Green has 4. All Phoenix. Shot by Pete, good. Here's Fred Taylor back into the ball game. Walter Bellamy coming back in for Atlanta. Taylor for Phoenix. Davis leads.
Now all Richie Guerin is trying to do is get some offense in there. He needs the shooting of Bellamy and Hudson to get back in this ball game before the clock runs out.
Walk rebounds the missed free throw by Maravich, and Van Arsdale up the court with it. Connie Hawkins. Checked by Lou Hudson. Beautiful pass. Van Arsdale missed it under pressure. Walk slaps it up one time. And Silas is fouled by Bridges. That's 5 on Bill Bridges.
And once again, Phoenix going to that offensive boards, getting 2, 3, and 4 shots. Let's look at that rebounding again. There you see Silas, number 29, getting the rebound, faking the shot, drawing the foul. Great offensive play by Paul Silas. But these Suns are going to that offensive boards in spite of the tall front line, getting 2, 3, and 4 shots.
Paul has 12, 15 rebounds. Missed the free throw. Bellamy has it for Atlanta. 5:20 to go in the ball game. Maravich. Rebound goes to Bridges. Fred Taylor ahead to Van Arsdale. Back to Taylor. Short. Look at that, Silas inside. Taylor again, slapped out of there this time, and the Hawks have it. 3-on-2. Hudson gets Walk in the air, gives it back to Hazard, 16 feet. Walk up to get the rebound. Paul Silas. 4:45 to go in the game. He'll walk. Van Arsdale. He has 30 points to lead all scorers. Maravich. That's a 23-footer. 26 for Pete. 14 in the second half. 112 to 100. Phoenix by 12. Walk inside. Over Bellamy. 13 for Walk.
Normally in a situation like this, Phoenix would slow it up, but they're so red hot, they can't wait to get their hands on the ball to shoot it, and it's falling through.
Hudson. And Lou's got one from 19. 31 now for Hudson. So he becomes the high scorer in the game. Van Arsdale 30 and Hudson 31. All Silas. Connie Hawkins fouled by Lou Hudson. That's the second personal on Hudson. Let's run down the Atlanta foul situation. Bellamy with 4, Hudson 2, Bridges 5, Hazard 4, Maravich 3, Davis 4. Hawkins converts. 16 points for Connie. 3:40 to go in the game. Offensive foul. Maravich now with 4 personal fouls and 4 team fouls on the Hawks. Van Arsdale goes for a breather with 3:39 to go. Fred Taylor, Clem Haskins now backcourt. Silas, Walk, Hawkins on the front line for the Suns. Hawkins over Hudson. 117 to 102, 18 points for Hawkins. Hazard checked by Taylor. Lou Hudson, top of the key. Beautiful touch. 33 points for Hudson. 3:10 to go in the ball game. And Phoenix leads by 13. Haskins. Silas. Bellamy the rebound. That's Hudson. He'll walk way up to get it. Van Arsdale taking a breather. Here's Taylor. He traveled. 1 step too many. Atlanta calls time. And with the timeout here at Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Connie Hawkins in the second half has picked up 18 points, 8 out of 10 from the field, and he is part of that big edge that Phoenix enjoys in the field goal percentage, Jack.
That tells a big story. The Phoenix Suns going to the boards on the offensive boards, getting those easy second shots, and as a result, shooting 54% in this ball game.
See if Walt Bellamy can convert into that three-pointer. Here he has 13 points at this point in the ball game, and he gets it. Remember, immediately following our basketball game, as Atlanta presses, we'll have the North-South football game from the Orange Bowl. Right after this one, we have a minute and a half to go in a ball game. Atlanta swarming the ball. Connie Hawkins has it. Paul Silas is wide open. Missed it. Hawkins the rebound. Almost a one-hander. He's crowded. Here is Silas. When you swarm the ball, you give away some room somewhere, and Silas showed you why and how you handle it. 16 points for Paul. Here's Hazard. 2. 125, 111, 14 for Hazard in the ball game. Haskins to Hawkins. He got it. 20 points for Connie. Before we go today, I want to wish a happy holiday to our persevering publicist, Herb Brodsky, who's watching. He's with us through the NFL football and with us last Monday night in Milwaukee for basketball. Pete Maravich, 28 points. Pete Maravich, 28 points in the game, 11 out of 25 from the field, 6 out of 8 from the line. So he's come on in the second half. Hawks were close at the end of 3, but Phoenix has come hammering back in the fourth quarter. 40 seconds to go in a ball game. Haskins and Van Arsdale out in front. Walk is inside and open, and he missed a layup. Tries to go up over the top, doesn't get it. Hudson comes off with it. 30 seconds to go. Bellamy. 127 to 115. 25 seconds remaining. Haskins will be picked up by Hazard. Silas. Walk. 10 seconds to go in the ball game. Van Arsdale. Haskins misses. 3 seconds. Hazard. And the ball game is over. Once again, the final score, Phoenix 127, Atlanta 115. This is Keith Jackson along with Jack Wyman saying goodbye.